Welcome back everyone to another On Kobe Sunny video. In today's video, we're discussing one of the common mistakes that I see a lot of the beginners or even players at 3.0 or 3.5 make on their serves, and how by changing this one little thing can make a huge difference in the power output of your serves. So let's dive in and see what that is. So let's look at what the mistake is right now, and then we'll go over to what the correct position looks like. And the mistake I see happens at a very critical point on a serve is that when I'm about to toss the ball up. A lot of the beginner players or intermediate players will start with bending their knees first and then tossing the ball like that. And now by the time you get into this position where you're ready to hit the ball, you've lost all the momentum that you could have used from your legs into your serve. So by the time I'm in this position now, my legs are already straight because I bent the legs before as I toss the ball up. So in order to better understand this, I would like you to think about doing a box jump. This is something that I've tried with a lot of my students and that resonates with them really good. When I'm doing a box jump, when I'm getting into my power position for the box jump, I will be in this position to then just release and then jump up. But if I go from this position to here and then try to jump, I'm not going to have the same power output from my legs. It's not going to be the same explosiveness that I can generate from this position as opposed to this position. So the same thing happens on our serve as well. Is if I get into this position, now I can't push off my legs, and it's just going to be my arm doing most of the work. And but when I'm in this position, then I have a way better chance of exploding into my serve. So now that you know what the correct position to get into is, we're going to go through the different progressions and how we can practice this in order to ensure that we are getting in this position time and time after again. All right, so the first progression is going to be just isolating the arm motion on our ball toss. So for a lot of people, it's just developing that mind-body connection at the first place, that in order to toss the ball, I don't necessarily need to bend my knees. I can just isolate my arm and go like this, and I'm able to toss the ball without moving my legs at all. And just doing this in the beginning is just gonna, it's like a light bulb in our brain that just went off. It's like, okay, well, I don't need to do this to toss the ball. I can do this and still toss the ball without moving the rest of the body. So that's going to be our first progression. So do that multiple times. Whenever you have time, even when you're in the house or something, you don't need a racket or anything. Just practice this without. So I'm going to drop this too. Just if you're in the house just by yourself, just practice this. Imagining you tossing and not having to move your legs or do this to toss. And that'll just develop a good muscle memory and mind-body connection to, we don't need to use this motion to toss it. So the next progression is going to be, now as I'm tossing the ball up, I'm going to get into my trophy position or the power position where I can accelerate from to hit my serve. So as I'm tossing the ball, I'm straight, and then as the ball goes up, I bend and get into that position. Toss it again. So this will be progression number 2. And then progression number 3 is going to be hitting your serve in full motion. Once you start getting into that position continually and getting the right knee bend at the right time, the next step will be to improve the consistency of your ball toss, whether it's left to right, front and back, how to get that ball in the same position time after time after time, so you can increase your serve consistency even more. If you like to learn, there's a quick drill you can do. Watch this video right here, and I'll see you in that one. Thank you. Bye.